I'll go to the shop. Forgot the Rizzlers. Anyway, I've moved my tent a little bit. Right. That's got to go in the bin. Got the sun setting by me now. That is suspected spam call. 020. That's a few times that number's called me, but if it was that important, they'd leave a message. Only need some Rizzlers. Then we're going to be going live from the tent, doing a bit of cooking. I've basically cleaned all the tent out, moved it about 4 foot in the garden. It's all ready to go. So do a little video from the tent tonight. Do a bit of cooking. Got some interesting food. And I've got some alcohol, which is quite rare for me. Everything seems really bright tonight. Looks a bit trippy. time anyway. 17 minutes past 6. Wonder if we'll make the chemist. Not that I really need anything. Got me skip coming. I spoke to the social worker today, Charlotte. It was very helpful. Also spoke to Marcy via email. Looks like we're all on the same page now. I just emailed Marcy to say, make sure on the 20th we get the front door in, she said we're going to get everything done. So, who's this going really slow, look? Curb crawler. Got a curb crawler. What are they doing in that house? Big skipler here. Junk. In fact, we got permission today from the housing to put a massive skip. In fact, Charlotte asked me what size skip do I want. I says, well, to be honest, Charlotte, we might as well do it properly. You might as well get me a big skip and I'll do everything I need to do. Quite a nice evening out here, to be honest with you. Spring is in the air, I think. Yeah, got some bits and bobs. Who's that? I know I forgot to bring. I was going to get me electricity. I forgot my key. But I've got some on there, so that's not too bad. People walking about, don't normally see anyone. What's that going? I see that mush every night. Bit blurry. Let me sort that camera out. That's better. Yeah, going to be cooking tonight out in the back garden. We're going to be firing up the burners. We'll also have a good look around the tent. Empty pub. Should break in and have a two-tone party. Wonder how loud I could get your music in. Anyway, focus down on the village here. Yeah. What are these police cones all about then? Yeah. What's that all about then? Don't know why that was coned right off right up there. Don't know what's going on. That makes me laugh every time I see that building. Who'd want to live where the fucking shitter was? What's going on here then? Who knows, man? Who knows? La da da. Starry night. Is that the North Star? Right, brightest star in the sky is the North Star, which is that. Not that I'm an astronomer. Gang down here. It's the girly gangs you got to watch. A lot more dangerous. Not that I'm worried. Oh, that's still opening now. Cheers, thank you. Bye bye. Get home. And then I'll go live from the tent. We'll do a bit of cooking. In fact, I'll give the tent a good clean out, unpegged it, moved it about about 3 or 4 foot, just so I can cook at the where the entrance is to the tent. Pegged it all back down. Got some getting a bit bored of the hippie girl that goes camping. Getting a bit bored of the nail varnish remover, burning that as a fuel. I'll show you anyway later. I'll show you the difference between nail varnish remover, which she uses, it's a little bit cheaper, and methylated spirits. I've come to the conclusion that using the nail varnish remover on its own is not that good. It's got a little bit of water in it. Oh, man, flooded, look. Quite a bit of rain then to be flooded there. Yeah, it's quite a bit of water in it. Whereas the meths, just goes up. What I found, I've been mixing the nail varnish remover in with the meths, which burns a bit better. But the best thing to use is something called bioethanol, which is a clear fluid, which I don't mind getting, but I have to wait a couple of days for it to arrive. Whereas the meths, I can just go straight into where do I go? Tool station. I buy it like in a massive bottle now. Might even do a little session cooking tonight in the tent in a minute, and then we might have a music session as well tonight. And I've decided to, even though it's not even my conifer bush, I'm gonna getting all my garden done. I see me pal who does gardening. In fact, I might have a big old job for him. What's the old battery on? 91%. See, we've used 9% just walking down the shop and back. 18 minutes of recording. Or just streaming. That's why I've got to get, next week, I've got to get me Huawei fixed again. I thought I'd upgraded with this, but to be honest, I might even go back in CEX and say, look, I'm not too impressed with that phone. Not too impressed with the battery. Well, I know what I say. I think it's actually got like a warranty for 2 years on it, but all they'll do, they won't give me my money back, but they'll, what did it cost me, 210 or something, 220? They'll let me put that towards something else. In fact, I might get a little, obviously fix my Huawei up, which is going to cost me over 100 to fix up, but I know that's good to go, do you know what I mean? And then give this back to CEX, then with the 200 odd, get a laptop or something out of there, maybe. You could say, look, got some alcohol tonight, got some Irish cream whiskey. How about that? Anyway. Roll on Wednesday, got me PIP review. It's quite interesting. Talking to another person that doesn't know anything about ADHD, but well, will be. They've got the ability on Wednesday to basically send me from where I am now on the financial ladder right down to the bottom again. But I'm not opening there. That's it. Yeah. But to be honest with you, I think that my PIP is all going to be good, because when I first got it, I was awarded it for 5 years. Obviously, they can award it for 10 years. That's only certain. Obviously, with ADHD and autism, you're obviously born, you know what I mean? You're born like it. You know what I mean? You know, it's not like you've got a bad back and you're on the sick because of that or whatever. And to be honest, the PIP is really, it's not really about what illness you got or whatever. It's about how it affects you and your day-to-day life. Like I say, ADHD, being diagnosed at age 50, is the most intrusive, ridiculous thing I've ever come across. It's completely blew my brain, as everyone I know watches my videos. Crazy. But it's all good. The good thing is with ADHD and autism, the doctors don't know jack shit. I mean, the DWP don't know. Even their medical people, I don't think, really know about it. I suppose it does help if you're all... No doubt there's people on the PIP who are conning it or whatever, saying whatever, but obviously with what I've got, I've got a trial, do you know what I mean? Evidence, that's what they want, evidence. I should really do these. There's a lot of people that do PIP videos, like how to get your PIP and what not to say, what to say. I could do quite good videos like that because I've been quite successful with mine. But then I'm quite, believe it or not, I'm quite on the ball, brain-wise. Boom. But I'm not expecting any more money. Mine will stay the same, I would imagine. I don't want it. Well, I was going to say I don't want any more money. Who would say that? Yeah, let's have some more money. No. It's quite weird, actually. Being my dad's carer for like 25 years, I started looking after him when there wasn't even a carer's allowance. And then when that came in, they paid us about 40 quid, 30 quid a week for years. And obviously my dad passed away, and then all my autism and that has been diagnosed. So I've gone from the bottom of the scale, obviously having autism, even though I can run up the road, you know what I mean, I'm riding my bike and do whatever, I'm still classed as like physically disabled because of the autism and the ADHD. And it sort of shot me right up the pay scale. Which I don't mind at all, because at the end of the day I've paid in. So is my dad. But yeah, I might even do some PIP videos. Says Phil, suddenly comes on here Wednesday and they cancelled the lot. Nah, they got the power to cancel the lot. But mine's just a review. Yeah. 10 o'clock. Loads of questions. Might even record it. Whop it out on YouTube. But see, it's a bit easier for me though. You got a lot of people out there that are probably conning the system. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, you see it on the news and that, when they catch people out, people that say they can't walk in that, and they're in the gym, pumping weights and stuff. All I can say is, if you're going for PIP, just tell the truth. That's all I got to say. That's all I did. Yeah. What can you get PIP for? Loads of stuff. Depression. Loads of stuff if it affects your daily life. In fact, I'm quite looking forward to getting it out of the way, and it's done for another 5 years. Or maybe 10 years. But then, I don't know how they look at ADHD and that. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they look at it. But I was originally awarded a PIP for depression and anxiety. But then, years down the line, well, 2 years after that, all my ADHD stuff and that, from the, I've got like a ADHD specialist in London, at the Maudsley Hospital. It's a top ADHD hospital. Then when that got diagnosed, I then rang the PIP and said I've got something to add into it. And she rang me during lockdown, I think. And then the next day she rang me and said, "Oh, we'll give you a bit more with the ADHD." I said, "Oh, all right then." Yeah, that was 5 years ago. And now it's my turn to be reviewed. You're supposed to fill a big form in, but they sent me about 2 of them. I rang them up. I said, "Look," I said, "there's not a lot of hope of me filling that form, you know. Do you know what I mean? My ADHD, I can't get my head to do it. Do you know what I mean? I can't get my brain in gear to do it. More really motivation to do it with ADHD." And she went about it and then come back and said, "Oh, it doesn't matter the forms when you got ADHD and whatever." And then I said, then I got a letter saying we're going to do it all on the phone, which don't bother me really, because I was actually diagnosed for autism and ADHD all over the video. Quite a few hours. It's quite long. During lockdown, on the video call. But saying that, you can't just roll up to the doctors and go, "Right, I think I've got ADHD. Give me a test." You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. In fact, my doctor suggested to me that I might have had something. Yeah, and it takes years. I waited. How long did I wait for my assessment? About 3 years. And then they hand out the amphetamines at the end of it, which just, to start with, it boggled my brain. Obviously, I've grown up doing speed and whiz at raves and that, do you know what I mean? The naughty side of it. And I've actually been arrested and been in court for having speed in my younger days. And now they're giving me on prescription. Do you know what I mean? It's really mad. And they're actually giving the kids as well, the amphetamines, but very small doses. Which I think is really good. And the actual kids now with the ADHD are actually outdoing the normal kids. Anyway, it is as well. We're going to be in the tent in about half hour, guys. I'll be back in half hour. We're going to be in the tent. We're going to be cooking. And
welcome.
It's South Monday night, PMR 446 night. So we'll have this radio on out there. Anyway, I'll be back shortly.